The Boy Who Broke the Bank is a story written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is one of India's most famous and beloved authors. As a child, Bond loved to read. He was fond of books by authors like Charles Dickens, Rudyard Kipling, and so on. He wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof, in 1956 when he was 17, and he has not stopped writing since. He is best known for his stories about the adventures of Rusty, a sensitive and imaginative boy from the hills of Dehradun. The Boy Who Broke the Bank is a story by Ruskin Bond. It is a satirical short story about rumor mongering in a small town. Now, what is a satire? The satire is a kind of story where a humor has been used to attack a person who is considered to be silly. And what is rumor? Rumor means false news. It all began with Nathu, the sweeper boy, who complained of the irregularity of his salary from the local bank. The bank owner said Govindram was quite overdue in paying him. Now, why was it easy for the people to believe this? Because the Seth did not have a very nice reputation. This is because the Seth was known for his pleasure-loving attitude and his careless business dealings. It all began with Nathu the sweeper boy who complained of the irregularity of his salary from the local bank. The bank owner said Govindram was quite overdue in paying him. Soon word spread around the town that the boy hadn't been paid. People automatically assumed that the town had gone bankrupt. The news of the bank's imminent collapse made the townspeople panic. Everyone started speculating. Rumor had it that the Seth, the owner of the bank, had left the town. Some said that he had left the country. Some others were convinced that he was hiding in the town itself. Every other customer started withdrawing money from the bank. The bank manager was in a dilemma. He tried in vain to pacify the protesting mob of townsmen by declaring that the bank had plenty of money. Nobody believed him. They demanded their cash on the spot. Mischief makers who never had dealings with the bank joined the crowd. They pelted stones and hurled bricks at the bank. Pelted stones and hurled bricks means they threw stones and bricks at the bank. One of the glass windows broke as a result. The manager had no other option but to close the gate of the bank. The next day, after all the chaos, the sweeper boy who unintentionally caused all the pandemonium means noise and confusion, he came to the bank to find it in shambles. He had not the slightest clue that he was responsible for triggering the onslaught. Triggering the onslaught means triggering is something which happens suddenly, and onslaught means a violent attack. The main characters of the story are Nathu, the sweeper boy, because of whom the rumor had spread, Seth Govindram, the banker, Sitaram, the washerman's son, Mrs. Prakash, the lady who spread the rumor in the town, Mrs. Bhushan, Mrs. Prakash's friend, Jugal Kishore, Mrs. Prakash's husband, Faiz Hussain, the barber, the clerk, and the townspeople.